Good evening, mister.
Zainab, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. How
Mhm.
about you?
I am okay too. Hiba is coming. I hope your friends are going to join us today because it is important to be here.
Good
Okay.
evening, teacher.
Good evening, Hiba. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I am okay, thank you, God. I think we have to wait for your friends, maybe a few minutes only.
Teacher?
Zainab, Hiba, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay, but I want to ask you something.
Mm. Yes, Zainab, you can ask me.
In your opinion, بتحس إنه مستوانا منيح like level 3؟
Yes, you are, absolutely. If you want me to compare you with the other students, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, you are great, Zainab and Hiba.
Thank you, teacher.
Yes, you are, absolutely. You have to be good just to
Thank
pass the levels because not all the students can pass it. Let me tell you a story that happened to a girl. That girl started learning the English language with me. She studied level one. I knew that she cheated in the exam in level one. Let me mute my phone because wait. Okay. So I knew she it cheated. When I've done the exam online, she cheated, and I told the students I wanted to send a message indirectly to this girl that cheating is not that good.
Okay.
She she didn't listen. When we started level two, when we finished level one, she cheated in the exam of level two. And she cheated in level three. But in level four,
Why?
because to be honest, sometimes Zainab, the students are going to be a little busy or something like that. They don't have the time to study or anything, any circumstances. But the problem is some students think if I want only to attend the classes or maybe I want to be absent in certain classes, I will be okay in the next level, but it isn't. When we started level four, she couldn't complete.
Mm-hmm.
She started to complain. And I told her that you have to start discussing the level two. So sometimes if you think that if you want to cheat or something like that, it will be okay. But to be honest, you are cheating yourself because
Yes.
yeah, this is it. So I cannot deny that you are good, Zainab and Hiba. If you aren't, I can be honest with you and absolutely I can tell you the truth. But no, yes, you are. I can consider you speaking. I know that the speaking level is not that good. It's something normal. Absolutely. By practicing, you will be okay. But I'm talking about reading, listening, and writing. You are amazing and you really deserve to be level 3. But I needed to tell you something, Zainab Hiba. Level 4 is going to be completely different. If you
Mhm.
want to ask me why, because there is a huge difference between level 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6.
A lot of conversation.
A lot of conversation. Not only this, the grammar is going to be a little complicated. The texts and even the comprehension questions are going to be a little hard, little not that hard. But I mean, Zainab Hiba, if you are good, if you pass level 1, 2, 3 in a good way, believe me, you will be okay in level 4. But if you are not, this is something bad.
اوكي.
Uh,
ه-
mm,
انت خبرتنا انه
mm,
الليفل 3 حيكون more harder، بس انا
hard. Mm.
حسيت انه maybe هو كمان مثل level 2.
So you notice that the level is still the same.
اها.
أكيد كتير متقارب من الليفل 2، حتى الليفل 2 متقارب من الليفل 1، بس الليفل 4 بدي يكون حذر. خليني أعطيك إكزامبل، أعطيكم إكزامبل زينب هبة. خليني أشوف بيج فاضية. شو الفرق؟ ليش الليفل 4 هو الحاسم؟ إذا أنتم درستوا بالسكول زينب هبة، بتلاحظوا إنه الجريد 1 والجريد 2 من الأول 2 3 4 5 6 تقريبا المنهج متقارب، بس الليفل 7 المنهج مختلف تمام. 7 8 و9 حيكون المنهج completely different from 1 to 6. طب ليه؟ يعني ليش الجريد 6 مختلف عن الجريد 7؟ بسبب انه كل شيء بيتغير.
new on
الكومبريهنشن
content.
absolutely everything is completely new. فاللي مش
اها.
منيح بالجريد 6 مش حيكون منيح بالجريد 7، واللي ما بيستوعب الجريد 7 منيح حيعاني كثير بالليفل 9. دائما انا بخبر هالنصيحة لطلاب الجريد 7، معلش اتعبوا جريد 7 حترتاحوا بالجريد 9. اذا ما استوعبنا شو عم بصير بالجريد 7 مش حتزبط بالجريد 9. ونفس الشيء انتو زينب هبة، ال1 وال2 وال3 اذا بتلاحظوا سلم الديفيكولتي الصعوبة متقارب، بينما الفور والفايف والسكس حيكون في اختلاف كبير. فأكيد إذا أنا مشتزت ال1 وال2 وال3 بجدارة حيكون صعب علي أنا الفايف الفور والفايف والسكس. لما نوصل السكس نحن بسمونا stable students. stable يعني أنا متمكن من اللغة، قادر أنشئ حديث ولو كان مش حديث طويل، بس على الأقل حديث خالي من الأخطاء. قادر أكتب piece of writing خالي من الأخطاء، وحتى قادر أقرأ أي نص على الأقل من one page. وكمان إذا ما فهمت النص 100% قادر أنه استلخص المين ايديا من البيج. فبهي المرحلة الليفل 6 إذا أنا اجتزته وقتها بكون قادر أقدم على أي انترناشونال اكزام مثل الايلتس، التوفل، الاس اي تي، الدولينجو. اكيد حجيب الباند اللي منيح. اما اذا ما خلصت الليفل 6 مش حتزبط، لانه كثير من الطلاب يا زينب ويا هبه بيجربوا انه يتحدوا حالهم ويقدموا الاكزام، الايلتس اكزام على سبيل المثال. اكيد سامعين بهالاكزام، انترناشونال اكزام. مش اي حدا بصراحه اذا ما كان طالب متمكن ما بيقدر بيجيب سكور منيح. وطلاب بيتحدوا حالهم بيقدموا قبل. طبعا تكلفة الإكزام 200 تقريبا، من 230 ل 250 دولار. إذا أنا ما اجتزت الليفل 6 بامتياز مش حجيب الباند المطلوب، وحارجع أدفع نفس المبلغ وعلى الفاضي.
هو
فنحن
المفروض تجيب 7 على 10 يقبلوك بأي
هلا
وظيفة.
حسب الكومباني، حسب الجامعة. أكيد في جامعات بتطلب 5، في جامعات بتطلب 6، بس أنا إذا بدي أقدم على يونيفرسيتي مثل ما قلت أكيد ما في جامعة بتطلب تحت ال7، من ال7
مظبوط.
لل8. أما إذا كنت رايح أشتغل يكفي من ال5 لل6 حسب الكومباني أكيد، وحسب أنا الفرع اللي بدي أدرسه بالجامعة أكيد.
اوكي.
فإلا أنا بدي أعاني كثير. Okay. So I'm sorry I talk too much. So I think now after reading the story of Paulina and the bad story, now I think it's the time to solve the following question. Comprehension in reading is extremely important, especially, as I told you, from level 4 to 6, because the texts and the questions are going to be the same of any international exam. So let me open the book twice just to be able to read the text and answer the following questions. I have to go down to the text. Yes, I think we have discussed all of these. Uh-huh. Exactly. No, yeah, this is it. I think this is it. Yes. Okay. And here I think I have to go to the text. Now, question number 1 is saying, let's read the introduction and let's try to answer these following questions. Question number 1 is saying, where does Paulina come from?
بيلاروس.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Police.
Uh-huh.
بعدين in North Belarus, yeah?
Exactly. So this is it. This is the place that she came from. So she was born in the village of Policy in north of Belarus. So this is the answer of question number 1. Now 2. When was she born?
And policy.
Nine.
This is it, exactly. And this is the place that she came from. So this is the answer of question number 2. 3. Why did her future look bad?
Because she lived in a country ملوثة.
Hmm, exactly. So how can I mention that in the text?
In her village, she had a lot of health problems.
Yes, this is it. So because in her village, she had a lot of health problems. So this is why her future wasn't that good. So this is the answer of question number 3.
Number 2 مش لازم نقول الدate.
The date.
when
When,
بلغ
yes, it
When
is when,
was?
not where. Thank
of
you.
April.
Exactly. So let
إنه
me.
نقول 1988 لأن هي بعد 2 years.
Exactly. Thank you so much. It's a good notice. So in the nearly hours of April, this date, the waste of nuclear accident. 2 years later.
Okay, وهي 1986 هي عم تكون 1988.
Thank you so much.
Good job,
Yes.
Heba.
Yeah, good job. Even me, I didn't notice that. So this is it. It is when, but not where. So when did she, or when was she born? So in 1988. This is the exact answer of question number 2. Now, question number 3 is saying, let's read the life of uh, um, Paulina in the village of Policy. I think this is it. And we have to answer this question, which is saying, are these sentences true or false? And absolutely, we have to correct the false sentences. Number 1, Paulina was born the same year as the disaster.
False.
False.
This is it.
After 2 years.
Yeah, this is it exactly. So this is the date that she was born, and the disaster happened in 1986. So I have to say wrong. So Paulina was born after 2 years of
2
the
years.
disaster. So I have to write after 2 years of the disaster. 2 years of, and to complete this is years, I'm sorry, of, and I have to write here the disaster as this is it. 2, she grew up on a farm.
True. إنه
True.
village ما عندي نفس
Yes,
الشيء.
true.
So this is it.
They were farmers.
Farmers, exactly. So sentence number 2 is true. 3, she was an only child.
No, false. إنه في brother Michael.
Mika, exactly. So her brother, Mika, exactly. No. So no, she wasn't. So she wasn't an only child. She has a brother who called Mika. So this is it. It's wrong. Now I think 4 is saying 8 experts from Minsk came to her school.
Minsk
True.
Air School and did health tests on the children. Is it
So
that?
true or false?
True.
How did you know?
إيه
Mm.
مظبوط هياها.
Mm.
When
Good.
Pauline was 8.
Okay. Please read that.
لا 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 it's false.
It's
هو
false.
عدد
Oh,
الexperts.
bravo. This is her age, not the number of experts. They
أي
didn't mention
Yeah.
exactly. They didn't mention the number
mention
of.
the number of experts.
So experts, I have to delete this word. It is wrong.
Mhm,
5 is saying there was a forest near the village.
mhm.
What do you think?
هلا أنا ما بعرف مش مذكور هون.
If you want to read, absolutely you will know. Okay, let me help you. Notice the experts told them
To
not to,
stop
to stop
picking
picking
mushrooms in the
in the
forest. It's
forest.
true.
It is true. So they
Mhm,
have a forest near the school, near the village, and it was full of mushrooms. So it's correct. 6, the experts paid for the children to have holidays abroad.
And true. Have hol okay. Help the children like her have holidays around.
Mm,
They asked Paulina if she would like to go to Ireland.
So,
هن سألوها yes it's true.
okay, who paid? Who do you think that paid for the kids?
The experts.
Are you sure?
Um, the charity.
Yes, the charity paid.
Mhm,
So not the experts, you have to write the charity exactly. الجمعية الخيرية أو الجمعيات الخيرية. It's not the experts. The
mhm.
charity exactly. So number 6 is wrong. Finally, 7. Paulina wanted to go to Ireland because she could speak English.
No.
No, how did you know?
راحت تدرس.
But could she speak English very well?
But she didn't have a problem.
No. Didn't speak a word of English.
Yes, she didn't speak a word of English, but she
She
decided to
decided
go.
She
to go.
decided.
So I have to say, not because although she couldn't, although على الرغم من she couldn't, I have to use not. So number 7 is wrong. This is the correct one. So this is about life in the village of policy. Now I think we have to go down to the next text, which is life in Ireland. So this is the next text, and we still have some questions. Question number 1 is saying, how did Paulina communicate with the family?
With a phrase book.
Yes, amazing. Thank you. So she communicated with the family using a phrase book. So this is the answer of question number 1. 2, why was she so surprised in the shopping mall?
Because so many things in Ireland.
Yes, thank you.
Besides Paulina.
so many new things in Ireland.
And she couldn't believe her eyes. There was
Exactly.
so much to choose from.
So she was surprised because there was so much to choose from. So I think this is the best answer to select. So this is two. Now three is saying, was her English fluent at the end of the holiday?
Yes,
How did you know?
I couldn't speak to them. Mm.
Paulina could
Paulina
speak
could
a
speak
few
a
words
few
of
Yes,
English.
when the holiday is finished, when she went back home, she only could speak a few words.
يعني
So
بس ما بدها تكون her English fluent. يعني
not,
لازم صح؟
no, it's not fluent, only few
Mhm. A
words.
few words. It's
Exactly.
mhm.
Mhm. So no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, was not. So she was not, I'm sorry, she wasn't fluent in English, but she only could speak few or a few words. The final question is, how often did she visit the Irish family?
He
Twice a
visits
year.
the family twice a year and
What,
often
what is this word?
Twice a year.
Twice.
twice, twice
Bravo.
a year.
So she visited the family twice a year. So this is the answer of three, and this is the answer of four. You have to mark that in your book because these are the answers. So this is about the text of life in Ireland. Now I think we have to skip down to the final passage, which is Paulina today. So with the sentences, who do you think said each sentence? This sentence, someone said it, which is saying it's difficult to sell any of our product. Wait, I think not to, this is five, something different. Okay, now the question is saying why Paulina was lucky.
Because كان عندها another family in Ireland.
What else?
Uh,
إن صحتها كانت
and
منيحة.
Yes.
حسنت.
and gain. فينا نقول gain.
Gain what?
Health.
Exactly.
Her health.
Exactly. So Paulina was lucky because she gained, or she couldn't believe how healthy she was. So this is why she considered herself as a lucky. And she wanted to go to university to study there. So she was really lucky, not as her friends in the village. I think we have a question. It's not clear. Okay. Now, what reasons can you find? I think the question is saying, we said that it is lucky. Why Paulina was lucky?
Because she have two family.
Because she had two families.
She had sorry كيف لخبطته. She had
Mm,
two family
exactly. And what
and
else?
have a good health
Exactly. This is
وبدها
number two.
تدرس الطب.
and
Uh-huh.
she
And who helped her?
بدها
studied.
تتعلم.
Yeah, John and Fiona helped her.
Mhm.
Yeah, to study what? Biochemistry at
Biochemistry.
university. Exactly. So this is why she considered herself as a lucky girl. Okay, now I think it's the time to solve number six. Now let's read the sentences and let's check or know who said them. Number one, it's difficult to sell any of our produce these days. Let me go up because I think the answer is here. So, who said this sentence? It is difficult to sell any of our produce these days.
Um,
إيه
Mhm.
إنه
her parents,
Yes, her
the
parents,
farmer.
exactly.
Mhm.
It is hard to sell. So, this is it. They were farmers And they said that after the disaster, no one wanted to buy anything. So thank you so much. I have to say, her parents, her parents, her father and her mother. So this is number one. Now two. Holy God. Okay. Parents, absolutely. I have to add yes. Okay. Now we aren't going to pick any more mushrooms.
The villagers.
The the villagers. Are you sure?
We aren't going to pick any more mushrooms.
خبراء هن قالوا لهم إنه ما يقطفوا.
Who told it? They told who?
We aren't going.
Spirit.
What?
نحن ما قدرنا.
The spirit told them to stop picking the mushrooms.
Okay, I know, but they told who?
للvillagers
No,
قالوا لهم.
not exactly. If you want to make it,
Palina and her friends,
who are they?
Mika and her brother,
What? Who else?
No,
and
قالوا
the
للchildren.
Yes, the children.
Mhm.
Exactly. So the children said after the experts told them not to pick up on the mushrooms, we aren't going to pick any mushrooms. So the children, the students in the school, the children said, we are not going to pick any mushrooms. Three, would you like to have a holiday in Ireland?
The expert.
Yes, they asked Paulina. So the experts exactly told her if she wanted to have a holiday in Ireland. So the experts. Now, four, I'm a bit worried about going to Ireland.
Palina.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
She said, I am a bit worried because she doesn't know any English. Five, welcome to Ireland. We hope that you will be happy here. I think
Her
this is,
new family.
yeah, the Wade family. This is it.
John and Fiona.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. So welcome to Ireland. We hope to be happy. So this is it, the great family. Six, let's play in the garden.
The children
The
and the new
children.
family.
children, exactly. The
Ivan and Chloe.
Oh, bravo. Ivan and Chloe, this is it. Ivan and Chloe told Paulina, let's play in the garden. Seven, we'll pay for your education.
John and Fiona.
Yeah, thank you so much, John and Fiona. I think this is down here. So this is it. Let me read fast. This is it. John and Fiona understood her problem and they said, we will pay for your education. Finally, one day I'm going to return as a doctor.
Palina.
Palina.
Yes, this is it. She dreamed of being a doctor. So Paulina said that. I have to say Paulina. So this is it. These are the comprehensive questions that you have to solve. Absolutely, if you don't completely understand the text, you want to be able to solve the questions correctly. So this is about the reading section. Now we have to discuss something new, which is about vocabulary. Let me tell you something which is really important, Hiba and Zainab. We have two kinds of phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. We have literal phrasal verbs and we have idiomatic phrasal verbs. So we call them idioms. What is the difference between literal phrasal verbs and idiomatic phrasal verbs? Sometimes the literal is أو بيعني المعنى الحرفي. أحيانا أنا قادر أعرف هالمصطلح من الفريزال verb. طبعا لأرجع أكد هبة زينب. Phrasal verb is any verb plus preposition. Do you know the meaning of preposition?
preposition of time
مم.
of
برافو، بس شو يعني preposition؟
يعني
ملكية أو
No. Preposition means حرف الجر.
okay.
م- أوكي
Okay?
أوكي.
So please, any phrasal verbs, a verb plus a preposition. So it means phrasal verb. Let me give you an example. Notice the example here, number one is saying I wanted to move back. هلا أكيد بنعرف move إنه يتحرك وباك إلى الخلف. فنحن قادرين نعرف معنى الفريزال verb من move. فلما نقدر نعرف معنى الفريزال verb من الverb, this is called literal phrasal verb. So notice move plus back. Another example, took. Take is يأخذ away بعيدا. So I knew the meaning of this phrasal verb from its verb, which is take something away. And the final example is saying she grew up. أكيد grew أو grow ينمو، و up أكيد ينمو بشكل أو إلى الأعلى. So I know that it is ينضج أو ينمو شخص. So this is a phrasal verb. I knew it from the verb, verb, verb. But you notice that the idiomatic phrasal verbs, it's not like the literal verbs. I cannot guess the meaning by the verb. So notice that if I want to say give يعطي, but up يعطي عاليا, so it isn't the literal meaning. It means stop. So this is called idiom. Now she picked up English from the children. Pick up or pick up is to learn slowly or bit by bit. So pick يلتقط وup عاليا. So it is not literal. A phrasal verb, but it is idiomatic. Finally, the plane took off. Take يأخذ وoff. Okay, so it's not the literal meaning. Take off means lift the ground. يقلع. Okay? So please notice that we have two kinds of phrasal verbs. The kind number one is called literal phrasal verb, and the second one is idiomatic phrasal verb. You can know the meaning of the literal phrasal verb from the verb, but you cannot from the idiomatic. So let me tell you that idiomatic phrasal verb is harder than the literal phrasal verb. By the way, we have an exercise. This exercise is saying let's complete the sentences with the word from the box. All of them are what? Prepositions. حروف الجر. And here all of them are verbs. So now let's use the prepositions with the verbs that we have. One, come in and take your coat.
take on
Mhm. Take on. اوكي هلا نحن اذا بنفوت احيانا على
take off
take
شلح
off. Bravo. This is idiom. Take off. So take off is يخلع. It's not literal phrasal verb. Two, put something warm. It's cold today.
put put on
Put on. It is again. Put on.
يرتدي.
Exactly. So the opposite of put on is take off.
Mhm.
So this is on and this is off. Three, there is some ice cream in the freezer. Can you get it?
out
Get it out. Literal phrasal verb. Get it out. Get out. So it's correct. Four, if you don't feel well, go and lie.
go and lie at
back.
Lie back.
lie at
Lie at. هلا
lie
نحن
مش يستلقي
برافو. إذا بدنا نستلقي
lie down
شو الجهة؟ lie down.
down down.
So lie down.
look
Ah,
at أكيد.
Look
look
at.
at. Exactly. Look at the countryside. It's amazing. So look at. This is at. Six, I lend you 20 pounds. Pay me when you can.
Back.
Pay me back. Thank you. pay me back. So notice Zainab, Hiba, all these literal phrasal verbs are literal. أكيد take يأخذ off بعيدا put يضع on على فنحن أكيد إذا بدنا نلبس أي شيء بدنا نضعه على حالنا. So this is literal phrasal verbs. Now I
طيب
think
كيف نعرف نفرقهم إذا
uh,
هن لب أو
ah
idiomatic؟
you have to memorize them.
أوكي.
Okay?
مهم.
So notice that take off أحيانا تزبط يخلع المعطف و take off تقلع الطائرة. So please be careful. Okay?
أوكي.
Okay. Now we have exercise 2, which is saying work with a partner. Okay, take turns to mime one of these phrasal verbs. Can you guess what your partner is doing? Okay. Now we have people who are doing something. Let's try to guess what they are doing by using the phrasal verbs that we have. We have throw something away, try something on, look for something, turn something off, turn around, pick something up.
ما هن already مجاوبين عليهم.
But okay, let me tell you. What is this girl doing?
um, throw something away.
Yes, throw something away. This is it, exactly. And what is this girl doing?
uh, pick something up.
Pick something up. فخلينا حذرين هبة زينب. Pick something up إما يلتقط أو يتعلم ببطء.
أوكي.
Okay? And what about this girl? What is she doing?
Take
look
something
for
on.
some.
Yes, look for something. Exactly. She is looking for something. What is this girl doing?
uh, look for something.
This girl who is looking to the mirror.
عم
Mm, look,
بتطلع على شيء.
look
Play
that.
something on إنه بجرب الفستان.
برافو. Try something or on. Guys, look for يبحث عن. أما look at ينظر إلى.
أوكي.
Okay, so please be careful. So she is trying to try something on. Try the jeans on. If you remember, this is the exam of level 1. Okay. Now turn something off. يطفئ.
استشوار الضوء.
برافو. So please turn off. يطفئ. Turn on. يشغل. Okay.
mhm.
This girl, what about her?
Turn
turn
around.
Turn
round.
around. يستدير. So we have turn on, turn off, turn around, turn round. Okay, turn back يرجع, turn round يستدير, turn off يشغل, turn off يطفئ. So please be careful because sometimes they are a little confusing. Okay, now I think we still have another exercise. Now let's complete the answers from the phrasal verbs that we have here. This is it.
Mhm.
And we have to fill the blanks. One, my glasses. I can't find them anywhere.
um um look for.
I'm looking
Look for
for,
something.
I'm looking.
exactly, present continuous. So I'm looking for my glasses. This is number one. I cannot find them anywhere. So I'm looking